Hey guys, Grandpa Hoppy here, Retirement Chronicles. Good to talk to you again. I had something happen a few months ago uh, that I come across. Just kind of figured out a situation where I had a problem, and I had an industrial engineer as a father, and grew up in that environment. He always taught me, look, when problems happen, there's solutions. You just got to figure out the solution to the problem to get you where you need to go. And so I was in that predicament where I was making some sandwiches for my grandkids. And Grandpa Hoppy, making sandwiches is a normal thing for me. And like many times, like people do, and I'm sure this is on YouTube somewhere, so it's not a probably original idea and I hadn't researched it, but it's something that I never knew about. I'm 63 years old. It's kind of like last week I learned something about Larry Bird, and I'm like, I'm 63 and I just learned that about Larry Bird. It's very interesting last week. Well, this is something that's nothing like that, but it's something that I didn't know, and I learned it on my own just to try to figure out a solution to the problem. And it worked. So I want to share it with you so you don't have to wait till you're 63. You may be 23 and you got kids, and this might help you have a sandwich hack for the day to help you out to get you where you needed to be or go. So my sandwich hack is the problem I had was for the problem was I had just the end of the loaf. I had the two end, the butt, they call them the butts, or we call them the butt ends of the loaf. We had those left, and we only had like one or two slices. Well, I've got two grandchildren. They won't at that time, and we do lots of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and usually grape jelly is always safe, and they'll eat the grape every time. And if we've got three or four other jellies, some of them they won't eat, but most of the time it's grape. And so I had two butts and one slice, and I needed two sandwiches. So what I did was I took two butts and two, and I had two butts and two slices, and I had two kids. So what I did was I used a butt on each sandwich. You can't get away with that with most children. Not these children. That ain't gonna work, and they're not gonna eat it. So I choose my battles wisely, and I don't like choosing the battle of a sandwich. I like it to be a little bit more important things. I know some people choose all battles with kids, but when you're a grandpa hoppy, you don't choose all the battles. That's the parent's job. My job is to choose some battles, and that's a battle I don't want to choose. It's about a sandwich. So, so what I've learned, I said, well, I got to trick them, and I know that butt it really tastes the same. And if they just don't know it's a butt, then they'll eat it. So what I did was I took, and I'm gonna use two butts for my sandwich today. So I've got the butts from, and let me scroll this down where you can see the table. So I've got the loaf here, I pulled the butts out, and I've got my butts, and everybody knows what they look like. So I lay them down. Actually, I started to do my sandwich, and I said, you know, I want to share this on my YouTube channel to let people know about this sandwich hack. So you have your jelly here. You put the jelly put it in the middle. Put it in the middle. Got the jelly. Maybe put a little bit more. The grandparent put all the jelly in the world on there. That makes them happy. And then get the peanut butter. Put on the other. Put it in the middle. And so you got the butts facing inward. And so they're going to still find out. I've got a cure for that too. So I've got that done. All right, so you put the thing, you got your bread with the butts inwards, with the substance on there. And then you do that. And say, well, they're going to know because they're going to look at it like that, right? Here's how you really hack them. You get it, and see the outside. So you get it and you cut the edges off. You cut the edges off. Like that. Cut the edges off. And and you say, cut those edges off, and then you take and you push it down and seal it where they don't have the temptation to raise it up to look the inside. And you seal it. You just got to push down on it. Seal all four sides where they don't have the temptation to look in. And there's the Grandpa Hoppy. Look at that sandwich. And that's 2 butts. And they eat that thing like it's the best sandwich in the world. And they don't know they're eating butts. Grandpa sandwich hack for grandchildren that won't eat butts. If they're hungry, they're going to not know, and they're going to eat that, and they're going to it's like a sandwich they always eat. Grandpa Hoppy sandwich hack. Talk to y'all later.